Company, your local Case IH
Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to John Wood Community College for the Muddy River Sports Rumble on the River. Game 2 of night number 3 features the Hawks of Central Lee taking on the Hawks of Clopton. Birds all over the floor here on Mountain Dew Court. Brian Shoemaker, Anthony Barres getting you ready on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We will step aside for a quick break. We'll come back and tell you a little bit about these two teams as we get ready for tip-off at the Muddy River Sports Rumble on the River.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome you back here to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, it's the Farm and Home starting lineups. Don't go anywhere. We got action right after this.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
I want you to stop for a second and think of somebody that's really hard to buy for this Christmas. Well, you got it? Well, now give me 25 seconds to prove there's something for them at your local Farm and Home Supply. And it's on sale now through December 24th, including 20% off all boots and shoes. And get 30% off our entire toy department. And everyone needs at least one more blanket. Take 30% off all throws and blankets, including this #1 rated softest blanket by our Blanket Snob. If you can't come up with anything, visit your local store at their gift tables to find some inspiration, like this.
See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Time for the starting fives here, brought to you tonight by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks, hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Grab an umbrella, grab a snow shovel, grab some sunscreen. Who knows what Mother Nature's going to throw at us next here in West Central Illinois. It has been a dreary, miserable, rainy, windy day. Starting five for Landon Hall's Clopton Hawks at senior. 00 is Adam Matheny. Trey Spoonster, number 10. He's a sophomore wearing number 21, A senior is number 23, Tucker Sammons. James Matheny is a senior, number 30. And Larson Hall is a senior, number 34. It is Matheny, Spoonster, Sammons, Matheny, and Hall for the Clopton Hawks. On the other side for Central Lee, Tyler Bryant's squad, his starting five. At guard, a 5'11 junior. Number 1 is Carson Morrison. At guard, a 6' senior. Number 3 is Owen Swan. Will Hayes is a big guy to watch tonight. The 6'7 senior forward is number 13. Caden Swan, a 6' junior. Number 21 at guard. And rounding out the starting five here is Brett Cook, a 6'4 junior. He's a forward wearing number 33. Brian Shoemaker, Anthony Barres, as we have been racing to get ready here in between contests. Not a lot of time to get reset here, but we are glad to be with you. Teams are squared away in the center circle. We are up and running. Clopton is in the road blacks tonight with silver numbers, letters, and trim. Central Lee in the home whites tonight. black numbers and letters with some gold trim on those nice-looking home unis tonight. As Clopton gets it, they'll quickly turn the basketball over. Nope, they're going to hold on to it. This is Spoonster with the basketball. He'll hand it off and get it right back at the top of the key. This Clopton squad just 2-4 right now in the early season from what we could see on online records. Team that can put up a little bit of points, but have also had some trouble here in the early goings. They'll start with a turnover here tonight. Central Lee on the flip side, 3-1 on the early going here, and they've got some big names and some big aspirations for themselves. But both teams starting things off with a turnover here in this one. Just underway here at the first. A nice crowd settling in here for the 6 o'clock tip. We are just a couple of minutes behind. Had a running clock ending to the first game here tonight, which kind of helped keep us on time. Back-to-back turnovers for Clopton as Owen Swan got his hand on the basketball. Owen Swan had 14 points and a win over New London here to start this season off. A kid that only averages about 8 a contest. Clopton with it as they push it out. This is Tucker Sammons. He'll drive into the lane, kind of loses the basketball. Thought he might go up with the shot, had an opportunity, but he saw the big man and Will Hayes standing there and thought otherwise. Sometimes we call that a business decision. James Matheny with the basketball. Baseline drive, gets double teamed, dumps it off to Hall. He'll get blocked as Will Hayes gets his big paws on it. Will Hayes is a kid that really kind of got going in the second half of the last season for Central Lee. Kind of filling in a big leadership role left over by that last year, 4-year starter, Brandon Wyrick. Driving into Sammons. Tries to dump it off down into the post. Gets it up into Hall. They say it's going to be a free throw or a shot clock violation, excuse me. Shot clock in play here at the Rumble on the River shootout. 35 seconds, of course, as we get ready to fully implement it here in the land of Lincoln coming up in the 26-27 scholastic year. They'll work the basketball into Hayes. Dumps it down into the corner. This is Swan with it. Baseline drive goes up high off the glass and good. Owen Swan. He's a baller. He can drive. He can take it strong. And he'll get his first basket of the evening. It's a 2-0 lead here for Central Lee. Clopton with it. This is Sammons. He'll try and drive in. Gets double teamed, kicked out, right back into the hands of Spoonster. His three off the mark. It'll go out of bounds. Clopton's going to be able to penetrate Anthony, but boy, Will Hayes is going to be a tall body to get around here this evening. Long arms, big body.
Yeah, he takes up some space when you're a smaller guard. Like you say, penetrate in, kick out. Clopton will get settled in here.
This is Morrison with the basketball. There's going to be a foul here against Clopton.
It's going to go on Matheny. That'll be his first.
First foul of the basketball game. And checking in for Clopton will be Jacob Harrelson, junior guard. I guess they'll get him in on the next one. Now they'll get him whistled in.
That's going to be a turnover as that one was just thrown out of bounds.
Kind of an auspicious start here for both teams.
Yeah, it's kind of what we saw in game one as well. That it's a long bus ride for some of these kids, and it's a cold, windy, rainy, snowy, sunny day.
Just plays on your emotions here.
It does.
Clopton with the basketball. This is Sammons. He'll drive baseline, tries to kick it down into the hands of Hall. It'll go through his grasp, and another turnover here against Clopton. Clopton has a 50-28 loss to Palmyra, a 43-40 loss to Bowling Green. They got a win over New Haven, 54-39. Recently, they've had losses to Herman and Canton. Recently won 44-39 over Knox County. Just played Ellsbury here not too long ago, a 55-29 winner there as well. And we're going to get a traveling violation there as Swan got a little too eager. On the other side for Central Lee, a 43-39 winner over Holy Trinity. 57-49 loss to Burlington Notre Dame, and a 56-35 winner over Danville, and a 58-31 winner over New London. Closed the first half on a 14-2 run to get that win over New London. Central Lee, a team we could believe could put up a lot of points tonight here if they get the opportunity. Clopton will lose it. They're having a little bit of trouble finding some offensive rhythm here in the first 4 minutes of the contest, as it's going to be Swan with the basketball. He'll drive into coverage, gets it stripped away, stolen away. It's Harrelson picking up the steal. Clopton on the run with it. This is Salmons. He'll drive in, goes up high over Hayes. That's two big bodies colliding in air, and Hayes is going to get picked up for the foul here.
Yeah, took it right at him. That'll be Hayes' first. And if you're Clopton, you'd love to see him get in foul trouble.
Well, and I think it's something they're going to have to do, is to simply not be afraid of Will Hayes inside, as Salmons will step up here to the free throw line. His first on the way, up and rolls around the rim, and good. Logan Agri-Service, locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. Give Ed's team a call at 217-833-2375 for Logan Agri-Service, as Salmons will knock down both of them. 2-2 tie here, 4:41 left in the first on the Ridgeline Sales Group LLC scoreboard. Central Lee gets it into the hands of Hayes. He'll drive in. Bounce pass into the corner. This is Morrison with it. His three up and good. Carson Morrison knocks it down from long range. Averages about 8 points a contest. Had 11 in that loss to Burlington Notre Dame. Right back in the attack. Clopton wasting no time. Shot gets blocked. And here comes Central Lee back with it. Owen Swan with the basketball. Over to the right wing. This is Caden Swan with it. Swan to Swan. Birds of a feather flocking together. It'll be Caden Swan getting the bounce pass on the backdoor cut. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line.
That foul's going to go against Tucker Salmons, his first.
Caden Swan will step to the free throw line here. Averages about 9 a contest to go along with 4.5 rebounds, as the first one is up and good. McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. A great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. With affordable monthly rates, no reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage at 217-248-0011. Both free throws good. 7-2 lead here for Central Lee. Ward Frazee checks into the contest for Central Lee, a 6-foot senior, as they're on the steal and the run. Larceny in the layups up and good for Carson Morrison, and Central Lee off to a great start here, 9-2. And Clopton wants to take a timeout to take it over. It's our first Adams Fiber timeout of the contest. We'll take it too. We're right back with you here in 30 seconds. Clopton takes the first Adams Fiber timeout of the contest. The hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability that you need. Visit adams.net or call 217-214-3423 to join the winning team at Adams Fiber. Clopton with the basketball. They'll drive down baseline. Gets double teamed and stopped at the short corner. Nice bounce pass, though, as they're going to find James Matheny on the basket. And it'll be 9-4. Clopton did a nice job there, penetrating into the lane. Collapsed defenders, found the open man, and finished that time. This is Hayes with the basketball. Big 6'7" frame. Cross-court pass into Frazee. They'll work it around the perimeter. This is Owen Swan. That's a 4-point basket if it goes. Clopton just wants to get the basketball and run. Spoonster with it, got stripped away. Clopton will pick it back up. Salmons with it, kicks it down into the corner. This is Harrelson. He'll drive around, nowhere to go. They find Hall again. He'll go up and bully his way in. A couple of nice plays here, as Central Lee's got a little maybe too aggressive on those double teams and left guys open.
Yeah, and Clopton's not afraid to take it down the lane, as you're going to see a 3-ball hit in the corner there by Carson Morrison. He's got 8 points now on the evening.
Spoonster will take it back here, but yeah, Clopton looking to push the tempo here and keep things moving along. As Spoonster drives in, he'll lose the handle that time, and officials say it'll be a turnover against Clopton. In for Clopton will be Caden Simmons, a freshman guard wearing number 5, and Caden Swan checks back in here for Central Lee, as Will Hayes will get a breather. Central Lee won their last 6 games of the season last year, averaging 70 points in that stretch. And they've kind of been off to a good start here so far to kick off this season as well. There's another 3, back-to-back threes for Morrison. (15-6) now here in the early going. Central Lee on top. This is going to be Hall driving in. Tries to bully ball his way in. He'll lose the handle on it that time. Another turnover for Clopton. Caden Swan on the run. He'll pick it up top of the key. Ball fake. Drives into the lane. Spin move at the free throw line. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Owen Swan. He'll lose the handle on it this time as it's Spoonster with the steal. Spoonster, larceny, contact, layup, no good. Almost a little fancy dunk play there as Salmons got back into it. But we'll get a foul and go to the free throw line. Will Clopton.
I think that was a good foul. That's going to be Ward Freeze with his first. Team's second.
Trey Spoonster will step to the line, the sophomore. Here for Clopton. With 1:48 left to go here in the first. Pretty quiet here at Mountain Dew Court as the first one off the rim and no good. Reels Concrete, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete, lawn ornament, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Reels Concrete, a longtime sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. Second one's also up and good. I think we've got a lane violation against Central Lee, and we should get one more opportunity to shoot the free throw here. Oh, wait, it's a foul. Excuse me.
That foul went against Central Lee's.
I think it went against
Ward
Frazee.
Yeah, that's going to be his second.
Got a little too headstrong there in the lane. They'll kick it back out. Will Clopton. Cross-court pass, dangerous one, almost stolen away. Clopton picks it back up. They'll get it back to Salmons. He'll lose the handle, though. Hayes gets the steal. He's on the run. He's got numbers. Dumps it back off into the hands of Cook. Cook is, whew. Big contact there, and Cook will go to the free throw line.
They're going to get that on Hall, I believe. Larson Hall.
Cook will step to the free throw line. The 6'4" junior eyes up the first one out of the right hand off and no good. Cook averages about 5 a game to go along with 6.5 rebounds. Carver Hayes checks in for Central Lee, 5'9" junior, number 10 in your program. And Matheny checked back in, James Matheny, for Clopton. Second free throw also no good. The rebound comes down to Caden Simmons. 1:30 left to go here in what has been a fast-moving first quarter. They work it over down to Spoonster. Baseline drive gets tipped away by Hayes. Clopton wants to attack this basket. I don't think there is any doubting that. They've just got to find a way to get around the big man and Will Hayes.
Yeah, they've been able to get into the lane. It's been that extra pass when they dump it off that they've kind of a tough pass across the lane right now.
They try to get it inbounds. Nice cut back by Hall. He can't finish the layup, though. Here comes Central Lee. They want to try and push the tempo as Caden Swan has it. They'll work it in. Nice drive down by Morrison. Able to slice through defenders, draw the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Caden Simmons going to pick up his first. Be the 4th team foul.
Morrison will step to the free throw line. 12 points in the win over New London, 11 in that loss to Burlington Notre Dame, as the first one is up and good for Morrison. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank. And Morrison will also knock down the second.
Morrison's got 13 of the 17 here in the first.
17-6 our score with about a minute and change left to go here in the opening frame. Spoonster with it. He'll survey the scene as he works back top of the key. Over to Salmons with it. He'll work the pick off of Hall. Stolen away as they tried to get it to Hall. The pass a little out of his reach. Stolen away now by Caden Swan. This is Hayes. Spin move at the elbow. Drives in. Draws contact up with the left hand. And I think we're going to get a little bit of a hooking call there on Will Hayes. It'll be a foul against him, and I think that's his second.
It is. Be the 4th team foul, so both teams with 4 fouls now.
It'll be bonus shots for either one if we get another foul collected here in the last 45 seconds. Hayes now with 2, and you kind of have to wonder how Central Lee manages this here through the rest of the half. Some coaches will say good players have to play through a couple of fouls. Long 3, Matheny, shot no good. Rebound to Hayes. Here comes Caden Swan. He's down on the near sideline. Shot clock turned off here at the end of the first. Works off the pick. 3 ball up on the way. Up and good. Morrison having a first quarter. 20-6 our score. It's going to be Hall with it. His 3 is up and no good. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It is Central Lee 20, Clopton 6. We've got second quarter play-by-play coming up your way here in 1 minute.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
It's been the Caden Morrison show so far as Central Lee leads Clopton 20-6. Anthony Bareyes has a look at your first quarter statistics.
Yeah, for Central Lee, Carson Morrison was 16 of the 20 points. As a team, they were 2 for 2 from field goal or from 2-pointers, 4 for 6 for threes, and 4 for 6 at the free throw line, 67% at the line. The Hawks, on the other hand, 2 for 5, 40%, and 2 for 4, 50% at the free throw line. Not a lot out of the Hawks so far.
Threes a fly in here for Central Lee, mainly out of the hands of Morrison. They'll get the basketball into Salmons. He'll drive up. Boy, he got elevated that time. Tucker Salmons with a tough take. This Clopton team's kind of athletic. They've got a couple of kids we've seen that have already elevated pretty high. They are quick. Larson, for a big man inside, has some nice footwork. He's kind of swift. They'll work the basketball over to the wing. This is Carver Hayes. He'll knock down a 3. They're going to fix the net here, and if Central Lee keeps it up, they're going to have to replace a new one because they're going to burn the thing off of the rim. Adam Matheny checks in, number 0. Also Caden Simmons, number 5, and James Matheny, number 30, back on the floor here for Clopton. And we've got another whistle from the officials, and they say now we're ready to play.
Clopton was playing with 6 there, Brian.
Well, you know, if you can get away with it, it's a pretty good strategy. 60% of the time, it will work every time. It's just like the other night when Jackson Clark was on the floor for Keokuk. And we asked Keith Carruthers afterwards, why didn't you just put your 6'10" guy on the floor? To which everyone laughed. Matheny, James Matheny gets a basket for Clopton. And now Morrison tries to force the agenda there. It won't work that time. And right back with it comes Clopton. This is James Matheny. They'll work it back out around the volleyball line and over to the left side. Flashing down the baseline is Salmons. They'll work it into Matheny, and I think we're going to get a little bit of an elbow here. And it's going to head the other way on the offensive foul for James Matheny.
It's going to be Matheny's first. It'll be the first team foul here in the second.
Officials have been kind of keeping an eye on these guys in the post. You've already seen a hooking foul against Will Hayes, and now that kind of a little extra elbow there from Matheny. Morrison with it as they'll work it over to Hayes. He thought about it again. Morrison, nice spin move. Boy, oh boy, Central lead.
Morrison with 21 now.
Well, you know, they had that win here earlier this week, and kind of things went well for them offensively. And Johnny Swanson, head coach for Central Lee, told the Penn City Current, he said, yeah, the lid might be off finally on this offense. It's been a little bit stagnant to start the year. We're going to get a Clopton foul way in the backcourt.
That'll be Matheny, James Matheny's second.
Ward Frazee back on the floor for Central Lee. It'll be Larson Hall back in for Clopton. They'll whip the basketball around. Morrison takes a couple of dribbles. They'll work it over to Swan. Caden Swan behind the back dribble. Tries to work it back into Hayes. He's nowhere to go there in the post on that. Now they'll try and work it into him. Hall is going to try and force him out of there. Two big bodies going at it there in the post. 7 seconds left here for Central Lee to get a shot off. They will, as Owen Swan will knock it down from long range, and boy, oh boy. Central Lee is making it look easy here in the first half as they're up 31-10 and making everything under the sun. And that's saying something because it's been a cloudy, rainy day. As the spin shot from Simon's no good. Central Lee on the run. They'll find Morrison down in the corner. He tried to spot up and want to get another one off. Instead, he'll drive baseline. It's no good. Matheny had a handle on it, but it's going to go out of bounds off Clopton and go back here to Central Lee. Johnny Swanson in his second season as head coach here. Says this team focuses a lot on defense and rebounds. Their goal to get a stop on every possession if they can. This is Hayes, bellies up, tough shot, gets up and under the rim. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line, shooting two.
Foul's going to go on Larson Hall. It'll be his second, team third. That'll send Hayes to the line to shoot two.
I don't think Clopton's going to be able to afford to get some of these post guys into foul trouble, as Hayes is going to get up and he'll make the first. As we get ready for the second, we tell you about our good friends at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Second one also up and good for Hayes. 12 points a contest to go along with 6.5 rebounds and 2.5 blocks a contest. You can see why. Big frame, big long arms. Nice tough take there. Salmons goes up. He'll get two. Salmons will get a bucket. 33-12 our score. They'll get it into Hayes. He'll get tripped and hit the deck hard.
We'll see who that goes against. That's going to go against number 12. That's Wyatt Myers. That'll be his first. I think Larson Hall thought that was on him. He looked over to the bench and held up three fingers and said, Coach, I'm in trouble.
He said it's time. Don't hold him up. Don't hold yourself that accountable.
That's right. Don't admit it.
Not when you're going to pick up your third. They'll get it into Hayes. Watch him work inside here. He told that Penn City Current newspaper he really tries to work more from inside and out. Says he feels like he's got a good handle on the basketball and can be more effective from that free throw in instead of working in the post. Misses a couple of tries there. It's going to be Spoonster getting the rebound for Clopton as they come back on their end of the court halfway through the second. Salmons with the basketball. They'll fire it out to Spoonster. He'll get double teamed in the corner. Tried the spin move. Nothing was available. Almost tipped away, now stolen away. Here comes Owen Swan with it. Picks it back up. Dangerous pass. Central Lee lucky to hold on to it. Morrison's had the hot hand. He's trying to get spotted up. Instead, it's going to be stolen away as Swan lost the hand, or Frazee lost the handle on it. Clopton on the run. It's going to be Salmons with it, getting it from Spoonster. And I think Central Lee wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break, too. 33-14, 3:21 left to go here in the second. We'll be right back after this Adams Fiber timeout.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Central Lee takes the Adams Fiber timeout for the fastest internet speeds available. That's up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching high school basketball here on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net to learn how to start your service today. Central Lee with the basketball. They'll get it to Hayes. Cross-court pass over to Morrison. Woo!
Why not, Brian?
We just ran a heat check. It's still hot for Caden Morrison. 3 more on the board, and it's 36-14. This is James Matheny working the basketball around the extended elbow. Clopton working the basketball around the perimeters. They'll get it back into Wyatt Myers' hands. Spoonster's got a quick first step. Spoonster with it, crossover dribble, spin move at the elbow, fadeaway jumper. Whoo, that's a tough take and a tough shot for Trey Spoonster. He's got a nice handle on the basketball, Anthony.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed it seems like Clopton can get into the lane anytime they want to. I mean, they've got a good first step. Will Hayes clogs that lane up.
Blake Davis is in, the 5'11 junior, number 23 for Central Lee. Ass firing it up. This time is going to be Frazee. That one a little bit off the mark. Matheny with the rebound. They're on the run. Bounce pass into Myers. Goes up. Nice transition bucket there from Matheny to Myers. And Clopton gets 2 more here. It's 36-18. Another transition bucket. We're just trading scores here as Morrison gets 2 more. Carson Morrison.
It's a name to remember.
It is for the first half here. And Matheny's going to get a bucket. He's going to draw a foul on Will Hayes.
It's going to be 3 on Hayes.
Substitutions come in here on both sides. They say that is going to be.
They say second.
They say that's going to be on the floor for starters. So we're going to take that bucket off.
And then they said that was only the second
they
on
say
Hayes.
It's only the second on Hayes, but I
feel like I remember.
I feel like we very vividly remember a second, but you know what? We're far away from the court.
We are.
Clopton misses a shot, gets the offensive rebound. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound collected there by Cook for Central Lee. Hayes loses a handle on it. It is physical out there in the backcourt, and now we'll get another 30-second timeout for Central Lee. We'll take it right, too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with you after this.
Why is there uneven crop emergence out here?
Great question, Jill. Soil compaction from your sprayers and grain carts is the likely culprit.
From personalized insights to year-round support, we always show up. Channel.
Nice guy.
Central Lee takes another Adams Fiber timeout. They're down to 3 as we get things reset for you. Clopton girls taking on Camp Point Central girls. You will see a bevy of talent on that Clopton side, including the fantastic Charlie Spoonster, along with others coming up here for the Clopton squad. Camp Point Central is no pushover either. Lexi Niekamp and company. Maybe not quite the team they were the past couple of years. They got a new coach at the ranks, but this is a team that is still very hungry and understands what winning is like. We expect to see a little bit of fun coming up here in the nightcap around 7:30. Working the basketball now, this is Morrison. He'll fade away 3. Kind of an odd release out of Morrison's hands if you ever take a look at it, but if it goes in, it works. That one does not, though, as it finds its way up into the shot clock and the backboard. A minute and change left here in the first half. Spoonster with the basketball. He'll get fouled at midcourt. We've got another broadcast getting ready to tip off here shortly at Pittsfield. It'll be the Pittsfield Sockies taking on the North Green Spartans as Charlie Hull and company are at Voschel Gymnasium tonight. You can put one game on your tablet, one on your TV, one on your phone, whatever your favorite viewing device is, and keep track of everything we're doing tonight here on Central Illinois Sports. They'll get the basketball down into Matheny's hands. Double team, gets away from traffic, puts it up and in. James Matheny doesn't give up on the play and finds his way into 2 points, and it's 38-20. Swan with the basketball. He'll hand it off to Morrison. One-handed pass in over to Hayes. He'll drive in. Picks it up at the elbow. Ball fake. Gets the defender off his feet. Easy bucket for Hayes. Somewhere, Anthony, there's an old man saying, "Say on your feet."
Yes.
Watching this broadcast. They'll get the bounce pass into Matheny again. That one doesn't fall this time, as Brody Moeller will get the rebound for Central Lee. Morrison drives in, trying to look for Moeller. He'll get it on the pass, up and in. Brody Moeller gets it in from Carson Morrison. And that is going to wrap up our first half of play. You have reached the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where Central Lee leads Clopton 42-20. We'll be back with halftime statistics and more coming up your way right after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where Central Lee leads Clopton 42-20 in our second of 3 games tonight. Little Jess Motors, Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois. Family owned and operated, their staff will make the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more online anytime at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them in person, maybe when it's a sunnier day, at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Big lead for Central Lee, and Anthony Bareyes has a look at some of your stats from the first half.
Yeah, let's talk foul trouble real quick for Central Lee. No bigger story than Will Hayes picking up his third there late in the second quarter. We'll see how that plays out in the second half. Ward Frazee with 2 fouls as well, and Caden Swan with 1. For Clopton, they've got Larson Hall and James Matheny with 2 apiece. Tucker Salmons, Wyatt Myers, Caden Simmons and Adam Matheny each have 1. It's been a fairly clean game. Central Lee's got 6 turnovers to Clopton's 9, but overall, up and down the court, a lot of good shooting, and not a lot of rebounds, not a lot of turnovers.
We'll talk about more coming up here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll have individual scoring and more coming up your way as Central Lee leads Clopton here at halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For businesses and organizations, we've got you covered with professional screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and custom banners. From team apparel to promotional products, we'll help your brand shine. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for shopping local.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470. Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show from the Muddy River Sports Rumble on the River at John Wood Community College. Central Lee leads Clopton 42-40. Anthony Bareyes has a look at some individual statistics and more from the first half.
Yeah, for Central Lee, they're going to be led by a huge first half from Carson Morrison. He had 26 points. Owen Swan and Carver Hayes, 5 apiece. Will Hayes, Caden Swan, and Brody Moeller each with 2. As a team, they shot 61% from the field, 75% at the free throw line. For the Clopton Hawks, Tucker Salmons, 8 points. We've seen him get in the paint there several times, and hopefully he'll continue that here in the second half. James Matheny as well, he had 6. Larson Hall, Trey Spoonster, Wyatt Myers, 2 apiece for those 3 guys. They shot at 43% from the field and 50% there at the free throw line.
Been a fun one here. It's been an up and down contest as both squads really want to attack the basket. And of course, it's been a heck of a three-point shooting exhibition here for Central Lee. If you are Clopton, I think you continue to attack Will Hayes and see if you can get him out of this contest for any extended period of time. Clopton has done a nice job of getting the ball into the lane, finding some guys open on opportunities, but I think if they can get that big 6'7" frame out of there for a few minutes, maybe they can close this thing up just enough to make it dangerous. If you are Central Lee, take some threes, see how things start off in the third quarter, Anthony. But if they don't start to fall, maybe don't fall in love with it, because we've seen a lot of teams that shoot well early, and for whatever reason, you come out of that halftime break just a little bit cold, and things start to go a little bit haywire fast.
Yeah, I think if I'm Clopton, I'm going to stick to what I've done. I'm going to drive in there, like you said, and see what you can do with Will Hayes. But either way, they were getting into the lane, able to finish some buckets right there in the paint. And you also have to feel good. I mean, the Central Lee shot 75% from three-point line.
Yeah.
That is tough.
That's tough.
And to say they're going to continue that in the second half, I
hope
for them they do. But if I'm Central Lee, or if I'm Clopton, I'm going to bank on sticking to my game plan a little bit and hoping that maybe doesn't quite happen.
We'll step aside for our last break on the Little Just Motors halftime show. When we come back, third quarter action here from the Rumble on the River.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Welcome you back here for third quarter action. It's Central Lee in the home whites, Clopton in the road black jerseys, as Central Lee will get the first possession here of our third quarter. We get a peek at everybody on the floor. It looks like starters on both sides here coming out of the halftime break. They'll try and work the basketball into Hayes. He'll belly up there, big strong take. That stab shot just a little bit short, as Larson Hall will get the rebound for Clopton. They work it down into Salmons, leading scorer in the first half for this Clopton team. Clopton is athletic. They've got enough speed to contend here with Central Lee. But it's just been that fantastic shooting from Central Lee that's kind of made this a little bit of a extended lead here as we start the third. Clopton girls taking on Camp Point Central girls in our nightcap here. We will be back with you tomorrow beginning at 4 o'clock. We've got 4 games coming up on the schedule. We'll have Pittsfield boys, Pittsfield girls coming up for you here tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. The nightcap tomorrow night should be a fun one, Anthony. Highland, Missouri girls will be taking on the Brown County, Illinois girls in what should be a heck of a contest, as the first three from Owen Swan for Central Lee is no good, and Matheny couldn't get a handle on it. But Highland versus Brown County in the nightcap at 8:30 should be a really fun contest. I think both teams may be undefeated coming into that one. Brown County was here Brown County was here last night with a big runaway win over Atlanta. Kenzie Cassing, one of the big highlight players on that squad for Brown County. She's getting some Division II looks. Hayes went for the scoop shot, got knocked to the floor. He's slow to get up. Here comes Clopton back on the run. Nice dirty dish there from Matheny to Hall. Clopton wants to run, and they're going to catch Central Lee sleeping here a few times. Working off the pick. Pass gets a little loose and errant there. Hayes picks it up. Cross-court pass, they'll work it down into the corner. 3-ball up on the way out of the hands there of Swan was no good. And I think we've got a foul underneath the Central Lee. Ball to Central Lee, that is.
That's going to be on James Matheny. That'll be his third.
Jacob Harrelson, the junior, it will check back in, number 4 for Clopton. Nice little pop-out play there. 3 balls up and no good. And the rebound's going to come down to Larson Hall. He is a hustler. Harrelson with the basketball. They get it right back into Hall in the paint. Goes right up into Hayes. No call on the contact. He loses the ball. Goes back to Central Lee. This is Caden Swan with it. They let him go all the way right down into the lane. Cook picks it up off the block. His shot no good. And the rebound collected by Harrelson. Clopton on the run once again. This is Salmons with it. Finds Matheny open, and it's going to be 2 more points for Clopton. Central Lee is aggressive on the defensive side, Anthony, but too many times we find him maybe being a little too overzealous and leaving somebody wide open there in the paint.
Yeah, I've been jumping in early. We'll see if that one's going to be off the mark from Morrison, one of the few misses he's had.
Well, if you said how many did he make in the first half, pretty close guess was all of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but pretty darn close. Matheny will lose the handle that time as Cook will get the steal. He'll kick it out to the guard and Caden Swan. This is Hayes with it. Central Lee being a little meticulous here on this possession. Big, hard pass inside. They tried to get it into Cook. It was maybe a little too strong. Gets loose and turnover there for Central Lee. Salmons with it as they work it back up to the top to Spoonster. He's guarded out by Morrison. Spin move just inside the lane. Fade away from the free throw line. That's a move and a shot he seems to like. We've seen him do it a couple of times here. It's 42-26, 4:40 left to go here in the third.
Yeah, just like we talked, Clopton comes out on a quick 6-0 run here the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter.
Morrison forces the issue there. Shot's no good. He got his own rebound, but he was caught with his ankles on the end line. It'll be out of bounds into Central Lee. Ward Frazee will check in for Central Lee. Wyatt Myers back on the floor for Clopton. Let's see what Clopton's got to continue this as we get some extended pressure from Central Lee. They'll work the basketball to Hall. Gets across the time stripe now, and now it's going to be Salmons losing the handle on it. Central Lee heads the other way, down into the corner. This is Owen Swan. Spin move, nicely guarded there by Larson Hall, and we're going to get a travel and a turnover on Central Lee.
I think Ward Frazee caught it. He was surprised how open he was, and then realized, man, I should go to the basket.
Yeah.
Feet got in a hurry.
Halfway through the third quarter, it's Central Lee 42, Clopton 26 on the Ridgeline Sales Group LLC scoreboard. Matheny drives in, goes up with it after the ball fake. He'll put it in for two more. James Matheny up for two.
Been all Clopton so far here in the third.
Cook with the basketball. They'll whip it around the perimeter. Nobody really in the paint here for Central Lee. Swan with it, drives in, goes into quadruple traffic, and he's going to draw a foul.
That one's going to go on Wyatt Myers. That'll be his second. Team second. Been a fast third quarter here.
We're going to get a foul before the tip-off, and it's going to be a moving screen here against Central Lee. Was that?
I think it was Brett Cook.
I think they gave it to Cook.
I was kind of waiting to hear there.
They quickly dump it down into Myers. Slashing in is Matheny. He'll get two defenders up in the air, finishes, and an and one opportunity for James Matheny as he gets Central Lee defenders up off their feet. Cook will pick up the foul. It's going to be his third, team second, and Central Lee wants to talk it over. It's a full-minute timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll be right back with you after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Clopton is on a run here as Matheny makes his way out of the Adams Fiber timeout taken by Central Lee. The and one opportunity is up and no good. It'll be Cook getting the rebound, who just picked up his third foul and remains on the floor. Swan with the ball fake, gets it over to Frazee. He'll drive in. Runner with the right hand off the left side is up and good for Ward Frazee. 44-30, first bucket of the quarter here for Central Lee comes with about 3 minutes left in it. Salmons with the basketball. They are in trouble there, and now Clopton wants to maybe take a timeout. Nope, we're going to get a foul.
That one's going to go on Owen Swan. That'll be his first. Third team foul here.
Landon Hall had his arms out like he wanted to take the timeout.
Hey, he was going for it.
Long pass back to the volleyball line, back to Matheny. Spoonster with it. Cross-court pass back over to Salmons. Driving down was Spoonster. A little bit of contact maybe, and he hits the floor. It'll be a turnover on Clopton. 2:38 left to go here in the third. It has been all Clopton here in the third. It was all Central Lee in the first half if you just happen to be joining us. Central Lee's three-point shooting has become a little cooled off here as they found their way to the far end of the floor. Nice dish down from Morrison into Cook. 2 points for Cook and 2 points for Central Lee. It's 46-30. Central Lee kind of just slowing things down here a little bit, kind of working to get a nice shot, and they found it that time in Cook instead of just opting for a three. Now it's going to be a steal for Morrison. He's on the run. 2-on-1. Goes up with the left hand. Larceny in the layup for Carson Morrison. 4 quick points just like that from Central Lee. Kind of quiets things down here for Clopton. Spoonster nowhere to go with it. Has to get rid of it. Gets it to Salmons. He'll drive in. Bounce pass to Matheny. Again, ball fake gets defenders up. That one kind of partially blocked by Frazee. Morrison works off. Bounce pass again into Cook. They'll get a tie up there as Larson Hall gets his paws on it too. And that's a kid I don't think I'd want to get in an arm wrestling contest with.
I don't think so. He's going to get a breather. He'll sit down as Jacob Harrelson checks in.
Should be Clopton basketball. Here at the Muddy River Sports Rumble on the River. Brian Shoemaker, Anthony Bareyes, your broadcast crew here on Central Illinois Sports. For most of you from Clopton and Central Lee, you probably never checked us out before, but we're so glad you're here with us tonight watching high school basketball as Clopton turns that one over on the backdoor cut. Bounce pass couldn't get through. Here comes Will Hayes. He's back on the floor for Central Lee. He'll lose the handle on it that time. It's going to be Myers on the run. Gets it off to Harrelson. He'll try and drive around defenders. Stops at the block, nowhere to go there as he was nicely guarded by Swan. Back out to Spoonster, wide open three, top of the key, a little bit off the backboard, and it'll go into the shot clock and be out of bounds with 50.8 left to go. One of the things that we will get used to here in the land of Lincoln, Anthony, as that shot clock becomes more prominent, is more out of bounds opportunities when that ball goes into it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come into play. We've seen that in the few gyms, the high schools that already have it. Griggsville, Perry has it. It's cool to be over there and see that.
Morrison loses on the shot. Here comes Clopton on the run. This is Harrelson. 2-on-1. He'll take it up by himself anyway. He'll draw the contact and go to the free throw line.
That one's going to go on Owen Swan. That'll be his second.
Fourth of the quarter against Central Lee. This will put Jacob Harrelson to the line, the junior guard, number 4 in the program. Eyes up the first free throw, rolls around the rim, and goes in and good. Reels Concrete, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Reels. Second one up, rolls around, is no good. Hayes will get the rebound. Shot clock is turned off. Central Lee will take their time here. They get it up to Frazee on the high block. Over now to Morrison. He'll draw the contact with 8.4 left.
Harrelson's going to pick up his first, only the third team foul. Probably a pretty good foul there as Morrison was looking to turn the corner.
Probably not a bad idea. They still had fouls to give here in the quarter. They'll toss it back into Caden Swan. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3. He'll spin at the lane. Almost loses it. Tough take for Swan as he'll finish up with the two-pointer at the buzzer. It's 50-31 after 3 quarters. We've got fourth quarter play-by-play your way coming up here in 1 minute.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We carry clothing brands like Cool Workwear, First Light, Meat Eater, Southern Point, Dive Bomb, along with your favorites like Sitka, Drake, and Mossy Oak. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, now at 5100 Broadway in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Clopton makes a little bit of run here in the third. They still trail by 21 as we head our way to the fourth, as Anthony Barres has a look at your shooting statistics after 3 quarters.
Yeah, for Clopton, they came out hot early. 5 for 6 there on 2-pointers, 83%. 0 for 2 at the 3-point line, 1 for 3 on free throws, that's 33%. And then for Central Lee, they didn't have a lot going on early. Finally started working it down low, shooting some layups. 4 for 9 for 2s, 44%. They didn't shoot a free throw, and they didn't make a 3.
Central Lee basketball as a fadeaway shot from Caden Swan is no good. Hall is going to draw the foul against Will Hayes on a nice block out. And for Hayes, that's going to give him a little extra foul trouble here. They say that's his third.
So they must have given one early on to somebody else. We'll have to sort that out.
Salmons with the basketball. He'll get it right back after the pass from Matheny. Matheny rolls down to the short corner, tries to post up against Hayes. Nothing there as Clopton overloaded on this side of the court. Matheny, nice ball fake. Gets past Hayes, goes up with a layup, try no good. Rebound comes down to Caden Swan. Surveys the court, doesn't have anybody to go to. Central Lee will set up here with 7:10 left to go in the contest. Owen Swan's 3, no good. Hall with the rebound. It'll be a foul on Ward Frazee.
It'll be his third. Second team foul.
Popping out on the corner, this is Salmons with it. Drives into the lane, stops, goes up with it. Tough take again. Tucker Salmons. He's had a nice ball game.
Yeah, he's in double digits now with 10.
Hayes with the basketball, top of the key. They'll get it into Frazee. He drives in, dumps it right back into Hayes. Hayes will go up for the easy 2 that time. Nice job by Ward Frazee to draw the defenders in and makes it really easy for Hayes. Spoonster to Hall. They'll dump it down to Matheny on the opposite block. And we're going to get a travel violation as Matheny drugged the foot before he got started. Cook will check back in. Carson Morrison will make his way to the bench for Central Lee. Frazee with the basketball. Works it around to Swan. And we're going to get another traveling violation here as the teams trade turnovers with 5:52 left to go. Clopton coming up against Camp Point Central girls. That'll be our nightcap here. We'll be right back on the air with you around 3:45 tomorrow afternoon for the first of 4. And then join us for breakfast at Blazerland coming up at 9 a.m. as we'll be here for 8 games through the whole day, capping off the 7:30 nightcap on the evening. 3 ball from Athene is no good. Hall will get the offensive board and the putback. It was a slow start for Clopton, but really after that and kind of withstanding the 3-point barrage, Clopton's played pretty even with the Central Lee team.
Yeah, they really have. Seen them come out with a pretty good game plan here in the second half.
We'll get a foul here against Spoonster.
That's going to go offensive.
Oh, it was an offensive against Will Hayes. Okay. Well, we will we'll adjust our scoreboard there. That's what you get for assuming. We all know what the saying is there.
Morrison checks back in, and they said that was only the 4th on Will Hayes, but he's untucked his jersey. And
maybe a little bit frustrating night here for the big man for Central Lee. Spoonster has the basketball. Athene tries to slash in, nothing there. They're going to try and post up Hall. He will, but he was a little bit out of control trying to establish position. Couldn't hold on to the basketball. And the turnover against Clopton. Clopton staying in this zone defense here a little bit. At some point, if you really wanted to try and close this out, you've got to expect to have to go man-to-man maybe. Morrison's 3. That one's off the mark, and for as hot as Central Lee was shooting behind the arc in the first half, it has been anything but here in the second.
Yeah, they're yet to make one here in the second.
And they made all of them in the first.
Just about.
Just about
all of them. It
all
was a shooting clinic.
We are going to get timeout for Clopton. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter play-by-play continues your way coming up right after this.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Orangeville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Back in action after Clopton takes the Adams Fiber timeout. Answer some friends on the chat. Brown County does not play tonight. They'll be back in action tomorrow night at 8:30 against Highland in a pretty darn good girls matchup. We'll have that one for you here on Central Illinois Sports. Pittsfield boys, Pittsfield girls in action tomorrow night. Quincy Notre Dame girls in action against Pittsfield girls. The second of their 3 contests here. And boy, Walson Hall, He is a bully inside. He is physical, got some broad shoulders. He can move guys around.
That's going to be Brett Cook's 4th team foul as well. So the next one will put Clopton at the line.
First one up from Hall, up and no good. As we'll get Carver Hayes back in the contest for Central Lee. Frazee will head to the bench. Quincy Notre Dame has a big game coming up on Saturday. They'll play West Plains, Missouri, who is chock full of collegiate talent. We'll get to see Quincy High girls, one of the top-ranked young players in the nation, Chloe Nicholson, helping lead what is a very good Blue Devils girls squad. They'll be here around noon, I think, on Saturday afternoon. Liberty boys will be here in action coming up over the weekend. They're a very fun, exciting, high-octane team. They can shoot the basketball, too, and score in bunches if they want to. As it's going to be Hayes getting the shot off right before the shot clock goes off. Rebound will come down to Larson Hall. 52-35 our score. 3 minutes left to go here in this one, and we'll get a traveling violation against Salmons. Now Clopton will come out with a little bit of extended coverage here to past midcourt. They'll get it out to Morrison. Getting a hand on it as Clopton stolen away now. Here comes Adam Matheny with it. Back to Spoonster. That little spin move that he likes so well. Shot off the mark that time. It'll stay with Clopton, though, off the loose rebound. Box formation here for Clopton. Adam Matheny, the inbound man. Dangerous pass. Clopton able to keep a hold of it after that, as they'll get it into Larson Hall. Goes in, forces his way inside, draws some contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
That foul is going to go on Caden Swan. That'll be his second. And it's the 15th foul. Larson Hall with 6 points now on the evening, giving him 7.
If you make your way to Pike County watching this broadcast tonight, make your way over to Strikes. It's way on the west end of Pittsfield. Burgers, great drafts, food, fun, friends, all the way out at Strikes, formerly known as Bowler's Universe. Second one up and good as well. It's 52-37 with 2.5 left to go here in this one.
They've got it down to a 15-point lead. It's 22 at the highest.
They got it down to about 12 points there in the third at one point.
Yeah, they come out on a 10-0 run.
Cook, nice dish down into Swan. He can't finish, though. It'll be Adam Matheny on the run here for Clopton after the rebound. They'll get it to Salmon. He'll go in, drives up, really tough take to get through contact. He'll go to the free throw line.
That one's going to go on Carver Hayes. That'll be his first.
At the line, number 23, Tucker Solomons.
First one up and no good for Salmons. We will wrap this up with the Logan Agri-Service post-game show when we are done, and then we'll get the streams reset for you and be back here with Clopton versus Camp Point Central girls. Should be a fun one, as Charlie Spoonster and company will be taking on Lexi Niekamp and the Panthers. And what really should be a fun game to showcase some amazing young female players here in the game here in the area. Cross-court pass over to Hayes. They'll get it back up to Morrison here with 1:38 to go. Bounce pass down into Cook. Nice play off the short corner. He can't get the basket, and we're going to get a foul heading the other. Nope, we're going to stay here.
That one's going to go on Larson Hall, his third. Just the first team foul here for Clopton.
Brody Moeller will check back in after the first free throw try. Substitutions also on the way here for Clopton as the first one is up and no good. It'll be Harrelson and Myers checking back in for the team in the black jerseys. Second one up from Cook. Shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Harrelson. Here comes Clopton on the run. This is Spoonster. He is quick. Loves that spin move, and he'll draw a foul that time and go to the free throw line with 1:24 to go.
That'll be Owen Swan picking up his third.
Central League foul number 3, Owen Swan, his third. At the line, number 21, Trace Booster.
Spoonster will give it another try here from the free throw line. First one up, rolls off the front of the rim, back of the rim, and no good. as Blake Davis checks in for Central Lee, number 23, the 5'10 junior guard. And we'll get some more substitutions here for Central Lee, possibly on the next stoppage of plays. The second one, no good. Hayes with the basketball. Easy to spot with the bright white headband. Johnny Swanson will take a timeout to get some substitutions in, and we'll take it too. Don't go anywhere. We've got the wrap-up of this one coming up your way right after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Central Lee takes the Adams Fiber timeout as we get a couple of substitutions in as the dangerous pass goes inside. Austin Fogarty, a 5'10 junior guard, number 22, checks into the contest along with Evan Fogarty, 6' junior forward. We'll see if we missed anybody here on the last substitution.
Going to get a foul call there.
Yep.
That'll go against Jacob Harrelson. That'll be his second.
I believe we've got everybody mentioned here that's on the floor now. Hayes with it with less than a minute to go here in regulation. 52-38. It was all Central Lee's hot-handed shooting in the first half, and Clopton tried to make a run of it here, and Central Lee's done just enough to keep him at bay. Stab shot out of the hands of Moeller is no good. Rebound comes down to Salins. 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock here in the last half minute. Harrelson drives in. He'll get swatted from behind by Evan Fogarty.
Harrelson, the first one off the front of the rim.
He'll give it one more try here as we get our way down to the last half minute of this one. Second one up, no good as well. It'll be Evan Fogarty getting the rebound for Central Lee. Austin Fogarty will push the tempo, and he's going to get a travel violation with a little bit of defense from Jacob Harrelson. Salmons with it, he'll get it on the Hall. Shot up off the glass, no good. Fogarty will get the rebound with 10 seconds left to go, and Central Lee can dribble this out if they get the opportunity, and instead we're going to get it thrown out of bounds with 4.4 left. That pulled pork sandwich is going to have to wait a few more seconds.
Just a little bit here.
Spoonster will get it. He'll quickly get it down. They'll get it into Hall as time expires. Shots up and no good, and that'll wrap this one up. Central Lee a winner, 52-38 over Clopton. We've reached the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. We'll come back with final stats and wrap this one up for you here right after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Starting this Saturday, Jersey's in Mount Sterling is pleased to announce we will be opening at 11 a.m. from November 29th through January 10th. So head to Mount Sterling this Saturday for ice skating at the rink, lunch or dinner at Jersey's, and that perfect Christmas tree at Blue Mountain Christmas Trees, all in Mount Sterling, Illinois.
Welcome you back here on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. With locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. Call 217-833-2375 for Logan Agri-Service as Anthony Barres works to wrap this one up for us here with some final numbers.
Yeah, for the Clopton Hawks, they're going to be led tonight by James Matheny. He had 12 points. Tucker Salmons added 11. Larson Hall had 8 points. Trey Spoonster with 4. Wyatt Myers with 2. Jacob Harrelson with 1. As a team, they were 16 for 28 there for 2-pointers, which is 57%, but they were 0 for 9 on the game for threes. 6 for 17 at the free throw line, and that kind of came up big there in the fourth quarter as they went to the line a bunch of times. On the other side, for Central Lee, going to be led by a huge first half from Carson Morrison. He had 26 in the first half, 28 on the game. Carver Hayes had 5. Owen Swan had 5. Ward Frazee had 2. Will Hayes with 4. Caden Swan had 4. Brett Cook had 2, and so did Brody Moeller. As a team, they were 8 for 19 for 3-pointers, 11 for 25 inside the arc, and 6 for 10 at the free throw line for 60%.
Time to name our Logan Agri-Service, Derek Harris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Player of the Game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why he proudly sponsors the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, Carson Morrison came out with a hot hand here tonight. Kind of helped extend this lead for some fantastic three-point shooting that Clopton was never able to overcome. We're going to name him our player of the game here tonight for this second one of the evening. That's going to wrap it up for game number 2. We've got a dandy coming your way. It's Clopton and Camp Point Central girls coming up here for the nightcap, which is starting in just about 8 minutes. We'll shut this down, get the next stream restarted. Don't go anywhere. Come right back with us here at the Rumble on the River. You have watched another Central Illinois Sports production.